Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How you guys doing? My name is Versco. Hopefully you like this video. I'm doing a little narration of the Hunt Showdown lore for HellHounds. I got some background footage of me just playing Hunt Showdown, and I'm narrating over the wiki forum page of the lore for the HellHounds for Hunt Showdown. If you like this type of videos, please like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, let me know what you thought below. And please enjoy. In the cursed swamps of Louisiana, danger lurks behind every shadow. Yet among these horrors, none are as relentless as the HellHounds. Once loyal companions, they become feral beasts, hunting in packs for a thirst for blood. Their flesh hangs in tatters, revealing sinew and bone beneath, a grotesque testament to the corruption that plagues this land. But where did they come from? How did man's best friend become one of Bayou's most feared predator? Some whisper of a mastiff named Bunny, whose descent into madness marked the beginning of this nightmare. Others speak of the sculptor, an entity who influenced twist the natural order. Today, we delve into the dark origins of the HellHounds and uncover the role they play in the world of Hunt Showdown. HellHounds were once domesticated dogs, possibly Italian mastiffs, known for their strength and loyalty. However, the corruption that plagued the Bayou twisted them into monstrous forms. Some accounts suggest that a particular dog named Bunny was the first to succumb, either through exposure to ritual blood or the influence of a malevolent force known as the Sculptor. As the corruption spread, more dogs transformed, forming aggressive packs that now roam the swamps, attacking anyone who crossed their path. The origins of the HellHounds. In the shadow swamps of Louisiana, the HellHounds are more than mere beasts. They're echoes of a dark past. Historical accounts tell of the Natchez people, who once used domesticated dogs to transport goods. But when tensions with the French settlers escalated, these loyal animals were turned into instruments of vengeance. Reports describe how, during a massacre at the post at Natchez, the French were attacked by the very dogs they had once seen as harmless. This chilling event may have sown the seeds for the HellHounds we encounter today. Their existence is a haunting blend of historical fact and folklore, drawing parallels to mythological creatures like Cerberus and the Black Shuck, beasts that have long symbolized death and the supernatural. In Hunt Showdown, these HellHounds embody the corruption that pervades the Bayou, serving as a grim reminder of how easily the line between man and monster can blur. The story of Bunny, a journal of an unknown author. Lots of folks hunt as a team. I don't. Part of the reason is that I simply don't trust people. I can't. Not after. Well, never mind. I don't need a partner. Never did. Tried it. Didn't work. Didn't last. Now I have Bunny. Bunny is a German Shepherd. Huge ears. You'd think that naming a dog Bunny would be insulting, but Bunny is not offended. Me and Bunny, we have an agreement. Life is too short. No need to take everything seriously. When things go to hell, it's usually because too many people are acting too serious. I don't like serious people. Stay laughing, stay alive. It's hard to keep making jokes in the dark, but Bunny helps. Bunny won't leave me. Bunny knows I don't really think he's a rabbit. It's just my way of poking fun at him. In return, he likes to wake me up by biting my ear. It's always the left ear. I have no idea why. I'm not sure if he has a reason. Bunny is a creature of habit. So maybe it's the left ear only because it's always the left ear. Left ear works. Bunny is smart. He won't mess with something that's working. Probably I'm being sentimental. Probably our relationship is purely professional. It's never a good idea to give too much of your trust away. Friends betray each other eventually. Sometimes the trophy turns out to be a set of dry bones. Now who's the serious one? Journal entry number 2. Journal of an unknown author. Bunny is gone. Never left my side since he was a puppy, and now Bunny is gone. He's not stupid. He knows where his next meal is coming from. He wouldn't leave on purpose. Back before, I would have thought the gator had gotten him. Happened all the time, but the swamps have been silent. There aren't any gators anymore. I'll put up signs, ask around, Maybe he found a new pack. Maybe he got taken. I hate to think. I may never know. I hate to think of hunting without him. I hate to think anything without him. Good old dog. What I don't like is indecision. I want purpose and clarity and decision and action. Bunny never stopped to think. Bunny always acted on instinct. We could all learn something from Bunny. Good old dog. I miss him. I'm not ashamed to say. Now I know I said I don't go in for trust, but I realized this morning it's not true. I trust my 6-shooter. There's nothing a well-placed shot won't fell. I could shoot the wings off a fly if needs must. Could shoot the memories out of a poor old man lost his dog. Part 3. Journal of an Unknown Author. I hoped Bunny would come back to me, but not like this. Couldn't say how long he'd been dead. Body was already stiff as a board. Was terrible to see him like that. And the way he was all ripped up. It looked like he'd been in more than one fight. Bites and cuts all over. But knowing my Bunny, whoever he was fighting with out there, looks worse. Man who brought me the body said he suspected rabies. Read all about it in the paper. Said Bunny had attacked his retriever already, looking like hell's mutton, and with that thick mucus about the mouth the rabid ones are said to get. He'd bitten up the retriever fierce, but then he said he was very sorry, but he had to shoot my Bunny. He had children about, he said, livestock. Well, he said those words, and before I could even think, I had my knife at his throat. Ready to kill him too, with my bare hands if I had to, practically foaming at my mouth myself. Well, I calmed myself. I didn't kill the man, and he bought me a bottle by the way of an apology. Can't seem to quench my thirst though, and my throat hurts too. But well, that's probably from the morning. Can't bear to just sit and stare into the fire anymore. Thought I saw a hound rushing at the fire, and I drew and shot. Just shooting at the air though. No hounds here at all. Newsletters found within the Bayou. December 26, 1891. A famous Madstone. The fame of the Madstone owned by J.J. Anderson of New Orleans has spread abroad. A year or so ago, a colored man was terribly lacerated by fangs of a mad dog in Mississippi. He was successfully treated, and since then, 7 or 8 people have applied the Madstone. Another victim, T. Parton, traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, to test the Madstone. Applied it, continued to absorb the virus for fully 2 hours before it refused to adhere any longer. July 16th, 1892. Wild dogs in the South. In the Bayou country, described by most as a wilderness of forest, wetland, and brushwood. A race of wild dogs have established themselves. Their numbers are increasingly rapidly. Fears are entertained that these animals will become troublesome. When the Southern Pacific Railway was under construction, the camps of the workmen were frequently moved, and the dogs were left behind. Like wolves and foxes, they have found ways of sustaining themselves. March 13th, 1894. Vital hound care. If he is infected by rabies, the signs appear in 6 to 10 days. He will be restless, impatient, often getting up only to lie down again, and constantly licking or scratching some particular part of his anatomy. He will be irritable and inclined to dash at any other animals, and he will sometimes snap. He will vainly endeavor to rid himself of thick, ropey mucus discharged from his mouth and throat. If he can, he will probably stray away from home. Ferocious dogs may attack any living object in sight. January 29th, 1895. Gone to the Dogs. Eliza P.H. Nicholson published in his paper, Our Friendly Rival, on an important matter regarding his SPCA refuge some 5 miles south of New Orleans. There are saved many poor dogs and horses that have experienced cruelty, This past Sunday, a rogue employee, hysterical and a carpetbagger by all accounts, was apprehended having opened the barn doors. While justice will be taken swiftly, estimated 100 dogs and horses escaped.
Alright, that's clear.
Confronting hellhounds. These creatures always hunt in packs, typically ranging from 2 to 5. Their speed is unmatched, making escape nearly impossible. When they spot you, they charge with fiercity, aiming to overwhelm. Engaging them requires strategy. A single charge melee attack can dispatch a hellhound, but timing is crucial. Some wear metal plating on their heads, rendering standard headshots ineffective. In such cases, aim for the body or use fire to your advantage. Stamina management is key. Ensure you're at full stamina before engaging, and be swift with your attacks. Utilizing tools like lanterns can be effective, throwing one to set a group ablaze, eliminating multiple threats at once. However, the true danger lies in their unpredictability. Their erratic movements and sudden lunges can catch even seasoned hunters off guard. In the midst of a firefight, a pack of hellhounds can turn the tide, forcing you to make split-second decisions. Facing hellhounds is a rite of passage in Hunt Showdown. They embody the game's brutal environment, where every encounter is a test of skill, strategy, and nerve.